Okay, so I don't know how to podcast, but I have one, or this is what it's going to be. And yeah, it's going to be me talking about whatever I want because I'm making 3 videos a day forever. So this is part of that. And why 3 videos a day? Is it stupid in the current landscape of YouTube where you're competing against MrBeast and all of the best creators in the world to post 3 videos per day and, just make your time terrible? Yes. Yes, it is a bad idea. And I'm probably not going to be doing this forever. But the reason why I wanted to do this is I want to talk about something that I've kind of seen on YouTube recently, which is YouTubers with a lot of subscribers and a lot of views who kind of don't know how to be YouTubers and don't know how to have a presence on camera. It used to be like the YouTubers like KSI. He made thousands of videos before he was big. And so his camera presence was really, really, really good by the time he got big. And he could handle turning it into a big career, XYZ. And all the GOATs, like MrBeast and stuff, they have great camera presence. They've made thousands of videos. But the new creators on the come up, something that I've seen, and I've met some of them, so I'm not going to name names, but they get videos that are big. They get videos that get 1 million views or 100,000 views, which is I only have one video that has close to 100,000 views, so they're doing better than me. But their camera presence isn't that good, and their video ideas aren't that good, and because they have a viral video with a great idea and great execution, but then they wait 3 months to release another video. And what happens is, if you're releasing 4 videos per year, you're great. You're making money. It's your career. It's all great, but your identity hasn't necessarily shifted. So the reason why I'm doing 3 videos per day comes from this guy named Tony Robbins. I don't know if you've heard of Tony Robbins. He kind of has a reputation for being motivational guy, but he has this book which is $10 called Awaken the Giant Within, which is it's one of his first books that he did in the 90s. And in it, he just talks about this very simple thing. And I don't really do a lot of Tony Robbins stuff, but this one simple thing has really stuck with me from the book. Read it a few years back. He said, when people ask me, how long will it take for me to develop a certain skill? He always responds, how long do you want it to take? And he talks about how he became a really great public speaker was a lot of the speaking. So he was a client at a speaking company or an agency that books speakers. And in booking the speakers, how it usually was, they would speak once every 2 months or something. So that means in a year they would speak 6 times, or once a month. So let's say 12 times. But Tony wanted to improve faster. So what he did was he booked himself to speak 3 times a day to anyone who would listen. And initially it was insane. Nobody believed that he was even doing that. And everyone thought he was going to flame out, thought it was going to suck. But he stuck with it. And over time, the repetition over and over and over again, he's a billionaire today. So it's he that daily practice. Another good example is Stephen Curry, the basketball player. So did you know that Stephen Curry practices 500 shots, 500 3-point shots per day? I don't really do sports, so don't come for me. But Steph Curry actually practices 500 shots, 500 3-point shots per day, which compounded over time means that all the practice shots in a year, in a game, he's only doing 1/10% of those shots. So that level of practice changes you. It's shifted his identity to, people call him a genius, but really all he is a hardcore practicer of 3-point shots. So how does this relate to me and this crazy challenge that I've set myself for YouTube? Well, if you're one of my shorts viewers, which you definitely aren't because none of my shorts viewers stay for my long-form stuff, but just in case you are, if you're one of my shorts viewers, you subscribed to me at a time when I was posting 3 shorts per day, no matter what. That was my rule for myself. I was going to post 3 shorts per day and just see how quickly I could grow a channel. And I had another channel at the time that was at 220 subscribers. And within 2 weeks of doing this, I got 300 subscribers, more subscribers than what I had on my other channel. So I saw the power in this, and I was really excited, and I was growing. But then I went to this conference called VidSummit, which is a great conference, has tons of great information, but it was full of people that were trying to I guess, growth hack a lot. Like they were very convinced in like what's the optimal thing and like thinking crazy with like thumbnails and like search engine optimization, and I learned a lot of cool stuff there, and I met some of my best friends at this conference. Gang, if you guys are watching this, like my only YouTuber friends. But right after that, Sam Sulek really started to blow up on social media and on YouTube. And Sam Sulek, I don't know if you watch him, but he doesn't do thumbnails. His shot composition is basically terrible. And the only thing is he just posts every day. He posts like 40 minutes to an hour and a half of content of just him going to the gym and talking about life every single day. And he has a great physique, so a lot of people watch for that reason. They're like, oh, if I watch his training, I can train like him. But he was basically doing the opposite of everything that people at VidSummit were telling me to do. And even though that was the case for the past few months on my channel, I've been posting like 1 to 2 videos per week, and I've really been trying to get everything perfect. And even though I'm really proud of everything that has happened recently on the channel, like the dream skits doing well and stuff like that, I still don't feel like I'm a YouTuber, even though I've been doing this for a year, and I started October 2022, October 2022, so a year and change. And it's not that I'm not satisfied. Like, I know that this game takes years in order to be good, but I want to be a Stephen Curry on YouTube. I want to take 500 shots on goal, so to speak, on YouTube. And it's hard when you're doing content, and one day, when I have a big team and stuff, I'm not going to be able to be so laissez-faire. But since it's just me, I just figured, why not experiment? Why not grow? And just see how I can do. So this podcast, Bravecast, is going to be me documenting my journey. And hopefully, I'm not going to quit. So it's either going to be a 90-year-old guy recording Bravecast, or I'm going to be big. You'll kind of see my progression. Every day I'm going to try and record a Bravecast, or I don't really know how this is going to work. I'm still figuring out how to do 3 videos per day on my channel in a way that doesn't make me want to kill myself. But so far, I want to be doing this every day, and I want to be doing it here if I can. I know some people are walking by, so maybe I can't make this successful, but I want to update you. So basically today I did 2 videos. One was a Jack Doherty video where I was making fun of his fans. I just can't believe that dude has fans. He's such a piece of shit. I think that he's like a complete degenerate. And also I feel bad because it's really his parents' fault. Like, he's been doing YouTube since he was really young. So, like, they say clout is the most dangerous drug. I'm really happy that I'm doing YouTube, that I'm an adult, so I can like choose to do it. He feels almost like a child actor in some ways. I don't think that guy's going to live very long, which sucks. I'd love to meet him, actually, weirdly, even though I think that his content's bad. I would actually love to talk to him and just like see what type of person he is and stuff. But anyway, I did a skit where I was basically making fun of like his biggest fan, and I was playing like a crazed fan character. And that was really fun to do. I was like laughing in the edit. I some BTS. I recorded like an hour of footage and just put like 3 minutes of jokes in it. So I put in what I thought was like the most funny stuff. And then before that, I did a video where I was talking about going commando versus wearing no underwear. And that video was like so weird. And this is why I love this challenge, because if I had a week to do a video, I don't think I would have the confidence to make an entire video about going commando versus having no underwear, even though I think it's a pretty funny premise and it's a good video idea. So what I hope posting this more does is I can flex my creative muscles and like really like help like push the upper limits, because like my ultimate dream in life is to be able to make anybody around the planet at any time feel happy by clicking on my free content. That's like all I want to do. Is like, I love making people happy. Like, that's like, I love writing and shooting and stuff, but that's like the end goal. Like, if you're my friend, I tell you a joke, that's like my ultimate, like, that's what I love to do, basically. So anyway, I think I was okay. Like, today felt easier than yesterday. Yesterday was like a lot of like grind and just like try and figure it out. Today was more like, okay, what's this video? What's this video? That sort of thing. I want to be working harder on my video ideas, because one of the things I really like about Mr. Beast is he talks about how important video ideas are. And I think that video ideas, weirdly, are still undervalued on YouTube. Like, I think there's a lot of copying. just a ton of copying. Like, why does everybody want to be Ryan Trahan? Like, there's only one Ryan Trahan, first of all. And second of all, like, you probably can't replicate his video style that well, to be honest with you. Because Ryan is just himself in his videos. And that's what I want to be. I want to be myself in my videos. I don't want to be Ryan. I don't want to be Eric or Mr. Beast, even though I think those guys are awesome. Like, I want to be myself. And I think that, like, that's, like, what's missing on YouTube right now is, like, authenticity. So that's what I want to see. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of stuff about, like, how, like, YouTube is changing and we're going to go back to authenticity. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think, like, the whole IRL streaming and TikTok and stuff has changed content forever. But I think the cool part of, like, just the want for authenticity, like, what that really means is, like, viewers are smarter than you think. Like, we can't just, like, be edited and, like, cut, and, like, just have the same satisfaction as when you watch, like, a really great movie. Like, I watched Perks of Being a Wallflower the other day. And I know I'm, like, you know, cornball, like, edgy. I don't think I'm, like, a goth or anything, but, like, I like stuff like that. But I loved it. Like, I was moved to tears by it. It was, like, a really beautiful story. And I was just so blown away. And I think it was because I've just been watching so much YouTube that just a slow burn story with characters who, like, build up and, like, I wanted to be a screenwriter before I did YouTube, and I still have a lot of love for, like, storytelling and stuff like that, even though I think the landscape's changing. So I think the whole, like, push for what people want on YouTube and, like, what people want to see is just, like, good storytelling, basically. And I think it goes beyond, like, a catchy thumbnail. I think it's about, like, really connecting to somebody's soul. Like, when I say that I want to make people happy, as much as I love Mr. Beast, I don't, like, when I finish a video of his, I don't know if I'm necessarily happier than when I started. And it's a really high goal to, like, try and come up with a piece of content that, like, can actually make you happy. Like, that's, like, really tough. But at the same time, it's a worthwhile goal. And I've done it before, so I know that it can work. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys watched PewDiePie growing up. This video is probably going to get, like, 2 views. I don't want to, like, probably nobody's listening, but, like, I don't know how many of you guys watched PewDiePie growing up, but I think PewDiePie was really good at this, like, really good at just kind of making you laugh and, like, making, even though I've never met him, like, making me feel like I was his friend, and, like, every day I could come back and I could see him and he could help make me feel a little bit of joy. And I think that that is, like, the classic YouTube thing. Like, I might be, like, revealing my age there, but, like, at the same time, I think that that's what makes YouTube so great, because, like, Hollywood can't be your friend. As much as they want to, like, pretend that, like, these, like, rich actors and athletes are, like, your friend on social media, they're ultimately just not. And you really want to make sure that you have something like that. Like, there was a period in my life where I didn't really have any friends, and it was from a couple years ago to when I went to VidSummit. And it's not like I didn't have friends that I could call up and talk to, but I didn't really socialize because I was trying to make YouTube work, and I was kind of ashamed of just, like, doing content, basically, because I just thought that it wasn't what my friends wanted me to do. Because a lot of my friends are in the entertainment industry and also, like, kind of want to be serious authors and stuff like that. People are empty and trash, so don't worry about it. And it's just kind of, like, embarrassing to be a YouTuber to me a little bit. I don't know if I've ever admitted that, but it's just, like, not something that, like, self-respecting people do. In my eyes, even though it totally is. Like, I think the impact is. And I respect myself a lot, but I think the public perception is just, like, a little, like, especially with clowns like Jack Doherty and Neon running around, like, it's just, like, clout. You know, that's the whole thing, is, like, clout. Like, oh, they're just trying to get clicks, they're just trying to get views. And I think that, like, views are important. Views are how you earn money, but the whole point of this isn't views or money. The whole point of this is trying to be, like, yeah, just, like, make people happy in some way. Because, like, if you're not having fun, you shouldn't do this. Like, I've been having fun doing this. But also, like, if they're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing this either. Like, I think that a lot of viewers of big creators are having fun. But I also think that there's, like, this whole subset of, like, creators that are like artsy and aesthetic and stuff. And I really hate like, I mean, I know I'm literally sitting in a frickin' sculpture at like nighttime with like aesthetic night vibes, but at the same time, I'm like not really into aesthetic stuff. Like I think one of the main draws of YouTube is it just feels like it's very authentic and in your face, and that's what I've always liked. So yeah, I mean, I've never had a podcast before. I'm kind of terrible at it, so I'm just gonna check the time frame really quick and just see how long I've been going. Yeah, it's been I've such a YouTube brain. It's like exactly 15 minutes. So I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up, y'all. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you.